Hello everyone, my name is Michael Ritzler. I'm here to present to you ApoGlyX. I would like to lead with asking everyone a question. Who wants to make $10 million in the next 5 years? Please raise your hand. All right, thank you. That's also our plan, actually. So ApoGlyX is a company that is in drug development, and we are working on aquaporin 9, which is a completely new drug target, and we have developed inhibitors for this drug target. ApoGlyX in a nutshell, we are a Swedish company founded in 2015. We are going after a unique drug target, as I said, which is aquaporin 9. We have developed first-in-class inhibitors to this drug target, and our mechanism of action is, on the one hand, to block the uptake of glycerol into the liver, and thereby the formation of glucose and triglyceride in the liver. And on the other hand, aquaporin 9 is also expressed in several immune cells, and their blocking of aquaporin 9 is still has anti-inflammatory properties. We are currently seeking investment for the next stage of our project, which will be 0.5 million euros in the first step, and we want to be in first in human trials, and then with an exit under 5 years from now, and we will seek a total volume of 4 million euros for this project. Okay, here is our medical hypothesis explained again in a cartoon. So aquaporin 9 is a transmembrane channel, a small protein, which is essential for the uptake of glycerol into liver cells. From glycerol, there are two main components are made from this, which is on the one hand glucose, and then on the other hand triglycerides. So our medical hypotheses are blocking this uptake will reduce glucose and also triglyceride formation. What we have demonstrated so far is by blocking this channel in an experiment in DB mice, so that's a model of type 2 diabetes, we could acutely lower blood glucose with 3 different concentrations of our inhibitor. Now looking at our compounds, as I mentioned, these inhibitors are the first potent inhibitors for this target, aquaporin 9. They have drug-like properties that are consistent with oral dosing, and we have a very efficient chemistry in place, and the chemistry is also suitable for optimization and scale-up. We have, from the side of toxicity assessment, we have done in silico toxicity assessments, and we have also looked at hepatocytes and at CYP, so some standard assessments for this early phase. And we have 2 patents that protect our inhibitors. The first patent was granted already in the United States. We currently pursue 3 projects. The first one is type 2 diabetes, where we have our proof of concept data. At the same time, we have now data demonstrating from knockout mice that there is a protection from liver fat accumulation, and also strong anti-inflammatory properties in the model of acute inflammation that is similar to sepsis. The stage of our development is that we are in a late-stage development for the inhibitors, and our current activities on the diabetes are that we are trying to define a patient segment that would be especially suited for our approach. And for fatty liver disease, Nash, and sepsis, we are currently setting up proof of concept studies that will be conducted or start during the fall. The medical market, we see that the diabetes market, of course, is right now very competitive. We think that there is still opportunities in specific patient segments. For Nash and for sepsis, obviously the market is also very big, somewhat less competitive in the sense that there is at least no drugs on the market currently. Our strategy based on this is, yes, we will further pursue diabetes by looking at these specific patient segments that may be amenable to us. And secondly, we will now do these proof of concept studies, and depending on the outcome of these studies, we will prioritize either Nash or sepsis for our further development, or both. We have to remain a little bit agnostic on this, depending on the outcome. Our development plan is that we do these proof of concept studies now, or a whole battery of proof of concept studies now and also during next year. This is what we are seeking the funding for at this moment. We will at the same time do some more lead optimization to improve PK properties of our substances. At the same time, we will also do market research and redefine our regulatory strategy so that we will be prepared for market launch. The next step will be standard toxicology, but of course we still have to adapt this according to what the outcome of these proof of concept studies will be. And then we will also leave some time for an exit deal to broker in 2023. Our team consists of Johan Evenes, who is an experienced drug developer, who has a background in AstraZeneca. He's a medicinal chemist. Then Andreas Linderoth Norlin, who has a background in type 1 diabetes and used to work for Novo Nordisk in this area. Then Christine Wittstrand from LU Innovation, who is supporting our business development. Prem Brunitzel, who has a background in business and finance. And then the three original inventors, that includes myself and Søren Nielsen and Per Skjelbom, two pioneers in the aquaporin field. We get some advice from Professor Leif Group from Lund University, and we are collaborating with him on the aspect of identifying the most suited patient segments in the type 2 diabetes area. And we also get advice from these other companies that are listed here for our development plan. Project background, we started in 2010 as an academic project. We have since received funding from Novoseeds, exploratory pre-seeds grant. We have received funding from SweLife. Then we had a 6 million investment from private investors in 2016. And we recently received a grant from SweLife again to bring this project closer to market. So finally, yes, we are going to look for a funding right now for 0.5 million euros that will cover our activities until next year. And the total funding we foresee that we will need to get to an exit is 4 million euros or 40 million Swedish krona. Thank you for your attention. I'm happy to do it.